I used to be a person that would try to keep the peace and, make sure everybody's good and, that type of thing, kind of people pleasing. But I soon realized that this type of behavior will drain you, man. Especially if you're an empathic type of person, constantly helping others and not tending to your own needs will drain you. I would say that, like, the best way to answer this question would be to stop caring what people think. If you let people down, that's fine. If you're constantly saying yes to everyone and saying no to yourself, at the end of the day, you're the one that goes home and feels all those emotions of guilt and betrayal. Self-betrayal, that is. And I was feeling this, man. I was feeling all of these emotions of betraying myself constantly. Saying yes to situations, people that ultimately it didn't serve me. In my mind, I thought if I give back to people, I'll get that same energy in return, and usually that wasn't the case. You never get your investment back from what you put in when it comes to giving, when it comes to serving others. And I'm not saying that being generous, like, you shouldn't be generous. All I'm saying is be generous from the perspective of giving to just give. Giving to someone from a place of fullness, right? You should never give from a place of depletion. When you're depleted and exhausted, that's the wrong time to give, because now you're betraying yourself, right? Your inner self is screaming at you like, yo, we need to take care of us right now. We can't be taking care of other people if we're not even 100%. So in these type of moments, especially for me, that's when I would give the most, man. Energetically, giving people my time and energy. Hearing people out, being on the phone for hours with people. Just to comfort them and, give them some reassurance or advice. And ultimately, I thought I was doing the right thing, but you're actually depleting yourself. It's a constant depletion from a bucket that is already empty. And that's where resentment comes in. That's when you start making the assumptions that other people should be pouring back into you. And because they don't, you feel some type of way. If you're somebody that is real empathetic to others' emotions and someone that considers themselves self-sacrificing for others, giving, wanting to make the world a better place, you can become a victim to manipulation. You can become a victim to others violating your boundaries. People will only do what you allow them to do to you. No one just violates your boundaries. People unconsciously feel your energy. They feel the type of person you are. If you're the type of person to be very agreeable and just allow others to do whatever they want to do and just come in your space, come to your crib uninvited sometimes, then you might be somebody that has a lack of boundaries. You might be someone that has low energetic barrier to others' needs and emotions. And I'm only telling you this from experience because I was that person. I was that person. I was saying yes to everything. And a little bit of it can come from a fear of missing out on certain opportunities, just a fear of missing out on life in general. You know, I used to be invited to parties knowing that I didn't want to go. I'm like, yo, I do not want to go to this party. I don't want to go out. I don't want to drink. I don't want to do none of that. But a part of me was like, man, what if I miss out on an experience of a lifetime? What if I miss out on something that I needed to experience? And ultimately, I wasn't missing out on nothing, yo. Drinking, partying, I wasn't missing out on anything. You're not missing out on any. It's the same thing every single weekend. You drink, you get smashed, hammered, you wake up the next day, throbbing headache, and it's like, for what? Temporary gratification, temporary satisfaction, and then you're out for like 2-3 days feeling like crap. No. It's not worth the trade-off, man. Ain't a fair trade to me, bro. I think that's where a lack of boundaries came into play. I would allow other people to convince me to do stuff that I didn't want to do. When I went home and had to face myself, I just felt a betrayal type of energy. Like I betrayed myself, like I didn't uphold my values. I didn't uphold what was true to me. Even if it was the littlest thing that I said yes to, started to become like an irritant to me. For example, I would go to the grocery store, and you know how they'll have like the little sample section? Like the little people in the front, they'll have like little samples or whatever. And this woman, she was giving out little samples of cheddar cheese and crackers. So she offered it to me. And in my head, I'm like, I don't eat cheese, man. Like, cheese messes me up. You know what I'm saying? Gives me mucus and all type of stuff. But I took the sample anyways. And that little small interaction right there is a violation of your boundaries energetically. Every time you take these little small losses or even big losses to your energetic self, to the self that knows boundaries, you slowly start to disconnect from who you truly are. You slowly start to not trust yourself. So that's where second guessing comes in, and you start to doubt yourself in certain situations. This isn't something that you notice overnight. This is a gradual compound effect. Experience after experience after experience. Not allowing yourself to say no. And it's almost like you feel frozen, man. You feel frozen in time. You feel static. You freeze and you don't know what to say. So you just say yes. I had to get to a point where I had to recondition my nervous system and allow myself to be more firm in my boundaries. And I started by saying no. I think that's the simplest way to do it. Just say no. Just say no to just say it. Right? You're not being an asshole. You're not letting people down. You're not letting anyone down but yourself. When you say yes to everything. And you'll feel it too. You'll feel the discomfort in your body. You'll tell yourself like, damn, man, I should have said no to that situation or experience, or like, why did I agree to that? It has to come to a point where you just say no to say no. No should be your first answer. When you say no to certain situations, you become somebody with the power. You start to gain power over your life. You start to Become the one that wields the sword instead of the sword being wielded at you. And ultimately, you have the decision on whatever goes on in your life. You have more control. Every time you say no, you're saying yes to yourself. And you'll feel the energy, you'll feel the difference, you'll feel more energized. You'll feel as if you're on your side for once. You have to have your own back first. Everyone in reality, in society, is just a mirror of who you are. They're just a mirror of your strengths and your weaknesses. So it's important to take that power back. Take your power back. Don't give it out freely. Set energetic boundaries, because this can become a detriment to aspects in your life that you don't want for yourself. When you start to set those boundaries, people start to show you more respect. People start to respect your time more. People will start to respect the things that you do for them more. And people just overall become more appreciative, because it's not that they're more appreciative of you. It's that you're more appreciative of yourself. And ultimately, that's all that really matters, is the appreciation that you have for yourself, because that energy is going to radiate throughout the entire world. People are going to feel that type of energy. So they're going to respond to you in the way of how you feel about yourself. And if something is truly bothering you, go ahead and speak up. Say something about it. You're going to feel a little bit embarrassed, but it doesn't matter. Speak your truth. Say something. Even if your voice shakes, at least you got it off your chest. And you'll slowly start to rack up those W's for your inner self. You'll slowly start to build up that self-confidence that you know you had within you all along. That good old green juice, man. Can't beat it. I go check out my green juice recipe in somewhere right here. I love taking time to recharge in nature, man. Something about nature that grounds you back into reality. After you go through some shit in life and you go through some episodes, come outside, come in nature, hear the birds, puts you back in peace. Anyways, that's it for this video. I'm trying to take the rest of the day and chill, but thank y'all for coming through and listening to me yap, talk about my life, whatever. Leave in the comments what y'all do to relax, man. What y'all do to chill. What y'all do to unwind. Leave it in the comments. And with that being said, I'll see y'all next time. Peace.